Alright, let's get to another round of the previews for December of things coming out, I guess in February or so, around there. I thought it was 3 months later, but I was told on the Crimson Gull Comic Club this last week that this catalog is for February. I thought it was for March items, but I guess I is wrong on that one. I had that down, but that was IDW stuff. We already did IDW, so we don't have to do that again. And we can jump here to, looks like there's a Terry Moore sketchbook for Terry Moore fans. We got Snow Owl #1 in this dark and haunting tale from Joy Go and Seth Adams. Decades after the death of his father, Carl is summoned home by his widowed mother to face a shadowy and malevolent past he never knew existed. Not much of a story there. We have 40 Coffins one-shot. One by one they disappear. The ship Demeter is traveling from Romania to Whitby, England, with a mysterious cargo of coffins. As the crew is beset by a horrific killer, the remaining sailors turn on each other in fear and paranoia. Only when it's too late do they realize their cargo carries the vampire Dracula, an original full-color horror story based on Bram Stoker's classic. 40 Coffins is the story of Dracula's journey to England, told from the point of view of the ship's crew. It's a one-shot, 48 pages, $10. I think the wife would like it for her Dracula collection. I'll debate it. I'll think about it. Putting a lot of circles down all of a sudden. Thought I was going to have a cheap month. We got Joe Quesada's X-O Manowar #0 Artist Edition. Arik of Dacia, nephew of Alaric, king of the Visigoths, is consumed by a relentless desire for vengeance against the Romans, who killed his parents when he was a child. Driven by his thirst to annihilate them, he launches a nighttime assault on what he believes is a Roman encampment, only to be captured by the spider aliens. This marks the beginning of years of enslavement. This prologue to Retribution, X-O Manowar from 1992, explores how Arik ultimately bonded with the powerful alien armor known as X-O Manowar. Well, now I feel like I should get it because I have the Retribution run from 92. It's just one I don't know. I will just mark it. I don't think I want to get it, but not a huge fan of X-O Manowar. But let's see what they have for imagery. Is it going to be black and white? Can't tell. It's got some gold stuff in the lettering there and on the planet. I don't know. Yeah. Not sure if I will or not. We got Black Star one-shot. On the run from the Imperial Guards, a young motorist meets a mysterious man who helps him escape. The pair embarks on a high-risk, high-reward opportunity as they pick up a strong-minded robot and an unexpected pilot on their way to discover the secrets of the galaxy. This was originally published in 1983 in Spanish and making its English debut from Alien Books. We got Ricardo Barrero, Juan Jimenez on this one. Actually, it might be kind of fun. It's got kind of a Planet of the Apes feel on that imagery. We'll see what happens. This is a one shot, though. I don't know. We'll see. Alright. Go back one first. 2. You got a Frazetta Gallery series, Terror, for Frazetta fans. And then we got Prodigal Son #1. Elper Geckel, AMP Comics, premiere issue is here. A 12-year-old boy teams up with the meanest outlaw in the Old West to exact revenge on the gang that murdered his family in cold blood. The outlaw has his own reasons for wanting the gang dead, and as they pursue the killers deeper into the desert, the boy must decide who's the greater threat to his soul: the merciless gang he pursues, or the outlaw he rides with. Actor Martin Kove, he's basically Sensi Kreese from Cobra Kai and Karate Kid, launches his very first comic book. It's kind of got his imagery for that character that's hanging with the kid, I'm guessing. It's kind of interesting that it's his first book. I'm not into westerns, though, anymore. They just don't thrill me. Just can't get into them. Okay, we got, looks like this page here. I got Valentine Bluffs Massacre, Remembrance, #1. When the sleepy mining town of Valentine's Bluff decides to host its first Valentine's dance in years, the festivities are cut brutally short by a masked figure wielding a deadly pickaxe. As the partygoers are hunted through the blood-soaked gymnasium, an unearthed time capsule from decades past reveals a horrifying truth about the town's dark history. Secrets long buried resurface with the deadly consequences. Fast-paced, terrifying, and soaked in gore, Valentine's Bluff Massacre Remembrance is the ultimate slasher comic for horror fans craving carnage and chaos. Okay, now, don't have to go too far, just a couple pages. 2. It's ongoing. We got Blackheart and Valentine #1. It's a one-shot. Yeah, Billy Williams. Well, it's all in there. Alright, this extra long one-shot special features stories of the vigilante crime fighter Blackheart and his sidekick Valentine. Written by Bill Willingham, with pencils by Bobby Diaz and inks by Bill Williams, it includes 2 10-page stories, Victim of Fate and Matter of Heart, as well as the 40-page epic Ancient History featuring the masked character Fandango. Got Fandango in here. Sounds like a 64 pages, but they did pump it up. $15 for the book, so you're paying a trade paperback price for a comic, a thickie, but still. We got Dinosaur Comics, Sketchbook #1. You thought Dinosaur Comics has gone extinct, but art finds a way, and now they're taking over the earth again. It's up to you in this trusty sketchbook to collect all relevant data about them. Sketch footprints, eating patterns, dino battles, and more. Or if you're worried about risking the danger of up-close research, commission your favorite artist to do it for you. I'd like to see this thing. I don't see it anywhere, though. Surprising they don't at least show the cover. Alright, now, the big one we've been waiting for. Kendra, #1 of 3. Story by Ben Dunn and Joe Wolf. Art by Ben Dunn. The newest heroine from the godfather of American manga. Following unsteadily in the grand tradition of Deja Thoris, Red Sonja, and Valeria, destined for riches and glory, foiled only by a low-luck stat. In a land of barbarians, dragons, spellcasters, Kendra, a sultry siren of a sellsword, always seems to get the short end of the stick, as she navigates the trials and tribulations of this unforgiving world. Always looking for the next employment opportunity, she is hired by a most unlikely patron on a quest that may prove more daunting than she realizes. They also have a Kendra glowing dice set, which I remember Ben showing on Facebook. Got Ninja High School number 199. Got my Petunia on the cover. Yeah, I'm just going to circle both of those just in case. Alright, do you got anything else from Anti-Arctic Press? Or what's on the next page here? I guess it doesn't want to show us. We got Diary, that's volume 5. We got New Zodiacs, Pisces graphic novel. Ever wonder what happens when you die? Don't ask Cricket, she'll tell ya. Continuing the New Zodiacs universe of characters with the new Pisces, Cricket is a high-level psychic who communicates with the dead trapped on Earth. 2 stories of horror and Ghostbusters meets Indiana Jones type action with a backup story continuing the saga of the new Aquarius taking on the urban scavenger gang, the Dregs. Sounds interesting. I got Kitten Ninja. Braver than ever. Before he became Metro City's greatest defender, Cat Ninja was a cute and cuddly kitten facing tiny foes. In book 2 of this popular series, Kitten Ninja faces down a tall tower, takes on a swarm of leaves while fighting a rumbly tummy, and battles to find a new favorite spot when he outgrows his favorite box. Plus, with lots of love and support from his old ninja master, he learns kindness and that even ninjas need a little help now and then. Okay, we're going to be jumping a couple pages. Maybe. To Cam Girl. One shot. In this self-contained, double-sized one-shot, Sarah H. Cho and C.P. Smith present a relentless, kinky, and occasionally bloody epic thriller. Or erotic thriller, I should say. Meet Danny. She's independent, she loves to party, and she makes a whole lot of money. Now meet Kyoko, Danny's online alter ego. She's obedient, she's exotic, she's a walking stereotype that caters to her customers' basest fantasies. When one of Kyoko's most ardent followers starts to send her increasingly threatening messages, Danny's 2 lives become dangerously intertwined. To turn the tables on a relentless stalker who seems to know everything about her and exactly which buttons to push, Danny must confront her personal demons and rediscover who she really is and what she is capable of doing. Here's some page imagery. Jump again a few pages. We got the 27 run Crash number 1. Supersized series premiere. Get ready for the epic mechs monsters, and science fiction adventure in the 27-run Crash, says Screen Rant. And who are we to disagree? An amnesiac pilot wakes to an AI-driven nightmare world filled with 27 gigantic, hungry creatures. He's got a mech he doesn't remember how to use. He's surrounded by post-apocalyptic nothingness, and his only chance to survive is, well, it's not looking good. With new design, remastered pages, and more guest artists, than you can shake a rail cannon at, the 27 run is back bigger and better than ever. It's all ongoing. Don't need to worry about that. Now we're going to Lady Gunfighter Desolation. They got a slabbed edition, $25. That's a pretty decent price. We got Lady Gunfighter Desolation #1 by Brian Pulido, Mike McLean, Joel Gomez. Set in 1876 post-Civil War America. I do love that Death Dealer style cover though. Even though I'm not into the old cowboy western stuff, but for $25 I'd almost buy my first slab and hang that on the wall like that. Alright. We got Star Attraction of Winchester Willie's Traveling Wild West show. But Eliza gave up her sharpshooting ways to become a loving wife and mother. Then came that fateful night of bloodshed and fire. 10 years later, Eliza dons the Lady Gunfighter moniker once again and journeys across the ultra-violent hellscape that is the Old West. A demonic revolver rides in her gun belt, a weapon of dark power that whispers to Lady Gunfighter in an ancient malevolent language. Will cursed bullets and sharpshooting skills be enough to stop the man responsible for destroying Eliza's family? The infamous killer Jebediah Kane? You have to find out. It's by Coffin Comics. And that's too... Alright, we got some stuff on these pages. Let's see what we can find that's new. We got Feral Star #1. On a beleaguered space station in the furthest reaches of the distant galaxy, corrupt factions vie for control. Caught in the crossfire is a local gang of hired ruffians and a crew of galactic scavengers. What unfolds there could determine who rules the galaxy. You know, Art has been praising Frankie Monster Boy, or Frankie Boy Monster. I'd like to check those out. They got the second one out for that. A Slice of Spy one-shot. An all-new Matt Hoarth comic. This is a tale smashes you right into the middle of a covert spy op on a megalomaniac's island of doom. Our heroine must wade through a perilous barrage of robots and warriors, all to save the sun and our world. Are you brave enough to join the assault? And then we got Commando presents Braddock of Bomber Command. In 1952, the Rover Story papers introduced a new hero, Matt Braddock. Bomber pilot VC for years, he entertained readers with prose and comic stories alike. Then, in 2019, Braddock dive-bombed into the pages of Commando, the world's longest-running war comic. That issue, as well as selected original stories and art from DC Thompson Rover, Red Dagger, and The Victor, have been collected here in DC Thompson's Heritage Comics, and Commando presents Braddock. It's like when I hear Braddock, I think of Chuck Norris's movie. I got Shi Haikyuu, #1. After the terrifying events of Shi Return of the Warrior, which I mentioned the first issue on Crimson Cult Comic Club, I believe probably the issue before you see this issue out. You can find those episodes in my YouTube channel underneath Crimson Cult Comic Club episodes. I'll review the second one on here in the near future, but Masahiro Arashi has to save her teenage daughter who's been kidnapped by the murderous Dr. Blevins. Tucci variant featuring She before a sea of cherry blossoms. I do love that cherry blossoms cover, but I think I'd probably fall for the Maria Laura Senap Pearl Edition cover instead. No, I will not. That's a $30 one. So I guess I'll be getting the cherry blossoms cover. That looks like it for that page. Oh, we got a few pages in a row going on here. What do we got here? You got The Art of Mark Rudolph, if you're into that at all. Looks like Breaking Into Comics, No More Rules one shot. A brand new companion supplement to Josh Blaylock's classic book, How to Self-Publish Comics, Not Just Create Them. So if you got that, you can pick this up. There's a rare record price guide. Yeah, Mercy Sparks, Sweet 16 commemorative release, celebrating Mercy's 16th year in comics. This commemorative release of the very first issue features an all-new cover by Josh Blaylock. The Super Readers, Spidey and His Amazing Friends, Go Team Spidey. These are a lot of fun if you want to get your kid into comics. We got There's No Time Like the Present graphic novel. Paul B. Rainey's There's No Time Like the Present continues to upend grand science fiction gestures with a deep desire to understand the emotional lives of the common man. Nerd. It's a single conceit. Time travel is only possible between the invention of the necessary functioning machinery and the day those machines are shut off. In that finite sliver of space-time, humanity schisms into those who defiantly refuse to look into the future and those who reap the benefits of doing so. Looks like the rest is graphics, novels, and stuff. We got it's all okay. We got AXA Classics #1. AXA, a spirited woman in the year 2080, can no longer endure the oppressive order of the doomed city, a utopia built to protect the remnants of humanity after the great contamination. Driven by a thirst for freedom, she escapes to the wild, uncharted territories beyond. As a nomadic adventurer in the devastated outside world, AXA encounters a diverse array of survivors and challenges, forging a new, exhilarating life far from the confines of civilization. Collects the original comic strips of AXA from their original run in the 70s and 80s. That would be the 1970s and 80s, boys and girls. Yes, a very, very, very long time ago. Okay, we got The Legend of Hakataku. Yuki is a deaf girl who dreams of becoming the next leader of her village, but she fears she will never get the chance due to her hearing impairment, which complicates her relationships with the other villagers. After a fight with Dai, her best friend, she finds herself in the forest and encounters a Hakataku, the demon that everyone believes destroyed the village years ago. Misfortune is once again looming over the village. Will Yuki be able to save it? Looks like some fun manga-inspired imagery there going on. It's 176 pages. We got... Nope, that's ongoing for Walt Disney fans. This is a beautiful looking book. The cover on this thing is just... It's awesome. If you are into that stuff... Mickey and Goofy crossing a tree branch and all kinds of things happening around it. But this is Walt Disney, Mickey Mouse, and the Amazing Lost Ocean. Join Mickey, Goofy, and Peg-Leg Pete in a steampunk comics adventure. In a dystopian future, scavengers rule the earth. Pals like Mickey and Goofy are salvaging rare fuel from the seafloor, and rogues like Peg-Leg Pete are fighting to get it first. One day the realm is rocked by the arrival of a strange stone cube with untold powers. Can Mickey reach the cube before it makes the ocean itself fly to the sky and takes control of their world? This new Mickey graphic novel adventure reflects the golden age of comics past with incredible steampunk sights never before seen. Or never seen before. I'm dyslexic slightly, I think. Or something. I just constantly swap words around. Alright. I think that's it for this page. Nope, 313 is supposed to have something. We got Life Drawing, a Love and Rockets collection. For those Love and Rocket fans. Goes like this. Beat It Rufus. Well, let's see what this is about first. Weaving two generations of Jamie's beloved characters, the youthful Tanta and the venerable Maggie. Tanta has a crush on her art teacher, Ray, as well as an axe to grind with an older woman in the neighborhood. When Tanta discovers the woman, Maggie, is Ray's girlfriend, things get complicated. Plus, Tanta's self-involved sisters, Vivian, Violet, and Munisha, her colorful pals Gomez, Judy, Fair, and Brown Alice, the infamous Black Widow of the Valley, and the two great loves of Maggie's life, Ray and Hopi. There's also a forest spirit, two weddings, some cosplay, pole dancing, and a page after page of breathtaking comics by the medium's most wide-eyed romantic. See, I like that. Queen of the Ring Wrestling. Drawings by Jamie Hernandez. That's a book I'd like to have for my wrestling pod that I plan on doing eventually. Okay, let's jump over about 15 pages or so. We got a Disney Cinderella pop-up book. First Wave, #1. First Wave is Invaders Quarterly Anthology offering a first look at our best books. Don't want first looks at books. I want new series. What's up, kitty cat? Coming to say hey, hey, ho, ho. You're getting close to your dinner time. Yeah, I'll pull your food out after I get done doing this one. We got Glopple, #1. It is by Matt Cole and Jose Chirinos. Nominated for Best Kids Comic by the Ringo Awards, Matt Cole's Glopple now teams with Keenspot. You'll be rooting for this unlikely hero created by Dr. Vinell, a greedy professor obsessed with world domination. The Glopple must choose between becoming a force for good to save Dallas, Texas, or succumbing to Vinell's dark influence. This all-ages adventure comic is full of action, humor, and heart, captivating readers of all ages. Looks fun. Another good one to get your kids in the comics. Read them bedtime stories. Alright, we're going to go with... Do I want to do one more here? Yeah, we could throw one more in here. It looks like it is Mansect graphic novel. Humans grow and age. They change. But always, we are the same person, the same creature. Not so with insects, whose powers of metamorphosis alter not only their shape and size, but also their very beings. And now, because of one young man's unhealthy obsession with bugs, humans also find themselves transformed into disgusting, decrepit, blood-sucking insect monsters. Published in 1975, Koji Shinichi's Mansect is a shonen horror classic by one of the undisputed masters of the genre. Swarming with mesmerizingly gnarly imagery and freakish bioevolutionary speculation, Koga here demonstrates why his name is uttered with the same quivering reverences as horror manga legends Mitsuki Shigeru, Umez Kazao, and Ito Junji. Ito. He's put out some very strange stuff. But yeah. We're going to end it there, and we'll get back with probably just one more episode sometime soon. So keep an eye, an ear, and a nose out. Keep following Under the Cult of MS. Rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend, give us those likes, and we'll be back with more soon. Bye.